Okay. Hello. Yeah, I'll be showing you how to make a basic fireball. It could be a really helpful beginnings guide. If you want to start off making some decently cool shit. For example, like these fire stuff here. You know. But yeah, let's just start off with the basics. First of all, we'll just get a good space. Start off with spawning a part, of course. You can press F to zoom into it, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna make it one by one by one. Oh, one by one by one. And I'm gonna lift it up in the air and make it invisible. Let's just name it. I'm gonna name it Tutorial Flame, right? So open up VFX Studio because that's where you can get your textures from. I'm gonna go into the smoke category and go into Flipbook, right? And I want to get this flame here. Yeah, it doesn't look like much, but first I want to set the rate up to like 4. No, mind. 12. Yeah, 12 might be fine. And then I'm gonna set the lifetime to 0.75 and 1. Of course, make sure it's randomly rotated. Make sure you've watched my previous tutorial if you don't know what I'm doing at all. But yeah. And then I want to make it spread, like the spread angle, like 360, of course, and then set the speed to 1 to 2. And then set the drag to like 3, 2. So yeah, 2 should be fine. And I'm gonna set the size to 2 on the flame here. Now we actually gotta make it look like a flame, so I would recommend you set the brightness up to 3. Find a base color that you want to base it off. I'm gonna use this color here. It looks kind of stupid, so make sure you add like a gradient. So I'm gonna have it start off a bit more bright, like that. Yeah, and I'm gonna get this color here. Let me just copy this color because I really like it. Did I paste it in? I think I did. No, I didn't. Okay, there we go. And then I want to make the flame like darken. Like that. Right? I'm gonna make it do like that. So the darkening only happens like near the end. Right? So yeah, now we have a flame. You can do like with that. You also don't have to do like the same stuff that I do. This is just an example on how to make a flame, right? So I'm gonna randomize it a bit, make it grow a bit bigger so it looks like it's going to bite, if that makes sense. And I also want to randomize it, of course. Not too much though. You can also choose if you wanted to blend the frames or not. It depends entirely on the style. I'm gonna have it a bit more realistic or smooth. So yeah. Next thing you want to do, because you already have a flame, right? You got a flame, but you want to make it more convincing. Also, I'm gonna just name this the flame. But I want to make the flame more convincing. How do I do that? Well, with smoke, duh. So I'm gonna copy the particle that we already have by pressing Control D, right? Actually, before we do that, I wanna you can see how the flame just pops up. Like there's these small pop-ups. You can fix that by doing this and doing that. So it looks like the flame is more fading in. That. Actually, that's still too much. I'm gonna do 1. Yeah. 2.1. Yeah, but yeah. So copy it, and then I would recommend you set the brightness to 2, right? Whoa, it looks pretty stupid. Well, let me get a better texture. I'm gonna use this texture here. Whoa, super stupid. It doesn't look so good. That's because you have to put it behind with C offset. Actually, I'm gonna set to -1 instead. And then what I recommend you do is start off by just making it purely black. Just make it black. Then you go here. And then you make it start off a bit more red, orange here. Like around there. Like that, right? And now you got smoke, but you want to make it more convincing, so you make it last a bit longer, right? Because you're so enough to do that. And then you want to be even more smarter by making it look like there's wind taking it, so you make it accelerate upwards. Whoa! Now there's actual gravity, and you want to be even more smart to make it like fade away like that. You can choose if you want the smoke to be more clear. I'm not gonna do that actually. I kind of like it like this. Whoa, now you got that. But the smoke looks a bit out of place, right? So what I want to do here, you can do an attachment, of course. Also, let me because I'm adding attachment, it's a little tip I can show you all know. Um, you know how in the particle like the particles can spawn everywhere inside the part. This is what happens if a particle is inside the attachment. Whoa, just a straight line instead of like going everywhere. But yeah, you wanna put a particle. Actually, I'm gonna just do it like this instead. Go into spec. That's where I usually get this. Go into static, and then get like this. This is a good one, and spawn it on the attachment. Yeah. So now we got a little bright spot there, right? I want to make it even brighter. Oh, but it looks so stupid. Oh, set it to 3. Oh, even more stupid. Oh, fuck. And make sure the offset is like 1. We want it to be ahead of everything. Make sure the lifetime is 1 and the rate is 2. And set the speed to 0. And then the cool thing, this is a little tip again. This is how you can make a convincing glare. You basically just do this. You add a keyframe in the middle, center it, and put it down at the bottom. You can also put it like a bit up if you don't want it to be too visible. And you could put these at the edges, right? Oh, but it's like it's too bright. It's too white. Yeah, let me get it a nice color. Bam! How about that, bitch? Okay, sorry. I shouldn't have told you that. I'm so sorry. I want it to be affecting the whole thing. Whoa, so cool. You can make it. You can make it like orange, like that. So now it looks like the smoke is also affected by light. You know. And if you wanted the smoke to be even more convincing, put 2 on the light influence, and I'm gonna just put the light in the attachment. Set this to like 4 in brightness. Bam. Hold on, let me find the good color like that. And that. I think that should be good. Like that. I don't know if I like it. I don't know. Let me set the range a bit down. Like 5. Yeah, that's good. So now the smoke actually looks like it's affected by light, and we also got a little glare. I don't like the glare though. I think I'm gonna go with maybe this. Yeah, that looks better, in my opinion. But yeah, now we got a little glare right there, right? But you want to make the fire even more convincing. So how you do that is you copy this, right? I'm gonna name this ashes or actually specks, right? Oh, it smells like shit in my house right now. Sorry. Oh, oh. Okay, sorry. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, now yeah, I'm good now. Anyways, you copied the flame, name it specs, right? And then you want to find a texture that has like these off-centered circles, right? Like a something that's on the corner on the edge, like somewhere like that isn't in the center. You spawn that in, right? Whoa, it looks so fucking ugly. Shut up, Pete. Oh, it looks even more ugly. Well, shut up again. You set the size to 0.2. Also, make sure you make it rotate. And then you want to make this accelerate upwards, of course. Duh. Like, why wouldn't you do that? And I want to make it last 1 to 2 seconds. Like, duh. Again, like, what are you doing with your life? I'm road deving. Then you want to make it like shrink in. Whoa. Look at all that life it gave to it. What? No way. I want to add more speed to it. Like 1 to 5. Whoa, more life. No way. I want more specs. Yeah, now we got 24 specs a second. What? And now we want to make it black. Like, we copy it and make it black. Bam. And I want to put this behind because I want it to be visible in the flame. Bam. What? And we got, like, these small things. And I want to make the brightness, like, 1, actually. Actually, 0.05. No, 0.2. 0. Well, hold on, give me, like, a second. I might make it 1. Yeah, like that. You see, now there's like so much life in the effects, in my opinion. It's subjective, you know. But yeah, you got flame now. You got a little flame. You can of course like play around with it. And if you wanted to feel more like a trail, also I recommend making the glare locked to part, as you can see. And if you want the flame to be more visible, bam, set it to like 24, I guess. Bam, now we got like more flame. What? But yeah, that's about it. You made your flame. Good job, bro. That was all you. I didn't even help. That was all you. All you, bro.